Well, hello everybody. Here I am. It is Wednesday. Yes, another week went by. It went pretty quickly. I am in the car. My wife is driving. Such a busy day today, but I want to post the video as early as possible. And if I don't film it in the car, it's going to be quite a bit before I get home. So please excuse the noise, excuse the lighting, and well, you're gonna see cars going by. Hopefully Judith won't say anything. Right, Judith?
Right.
That was a test and she said something. So she did not pass the test. But anyways, it is so good to see you today. It is so good to talk to you. And I hope that you've been having a great week. Today's topic is, it's really hard to put it into a sentence, but it is about, how do I say this? When you have tried everything and you're getting sort of frustrated, how do you stop yourself from getting frustrated? That's the topic, but I'll explain a little bit more. Before, I want to thank you. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for watching them first. Thank you for your comments, for your recommendations, and for recommending them to friends. Remember to do that, please. And remember to subscribe. If you are watching the videos and you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Whether you subscribe or not, it is my pleasure to spend a few minutes every week reflecting on my practices, and I hope that they can be of a little help to you. We've been doing testings, all sorts of testing, all sort of benchmark. So the kids are a little bit riled up, but we got through the day and they've been doing quite well. They've been, at least during the tests, they have been concentrating quite well. And now let's dive into the topic. And I'll start with something that happened today. So since we knew that they were going to be testing so much throughout this whole week, we prepared an activity for math where we had 6 centers and we had 3 students in each center. As they had to work together, the requirement was that they would discuss the questions among themselves and then they'll come up with an answer. They agreed with the answer, and once they finished those 2 problems, we gave them 7 minutes to do that. They would come to us, we would check it, and if they got it correct, they would get some candy, and then they'll move to the next center and to the next center and to the next center. And 5 groups did amazing. The conversations that they were having, the discussions were so awesome. The resident in my classroom and me, we were looking at each other and we're like, whoa, we really like what we're hearing. But there was one group that could not get it together. And it is usually the same kids that cannot get it together. And we are sort of frustrated with them. Well, not sort of. We are very frustrated. So when I had to give feedback to the different groups about how they had done, I went one by one and I told them exactly, how they had, I explained how they had discussed, how we heard the great conversations, how they had agreed on an answer. So, I gave a lot of positive feedback and a couple of things that they needed to improve. And I had to stop at that group, and that group really had not done much right. So my natural instinct was to just go off and just, and tell them how poorly they had done. But instead, I chose to do this. I chose to say, you know what? Today, this group did not work that well together. But what we are going to do is, for tomorrow, we're going to try grouping them differently to help you be able to concentrate and do your job. And do you know that they did not respond that negatively to the comment? In fact, they were sort of surprised that we did not yell, that we did not, just absolutely go and told them all the bad things that they had done. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Tomorrow, when we divide them into groups, then we are going to group them differently. We're going to group those students with someone else that they will be able to work better. So the point of the story is, when you are tempted, when we are tempted as teachers because we are just fed up with the same kids doing the same things, let's just keep trying. Let's keep trying to do something different, to see if we can actually accomplish the goal that we have set for them. I know it can be difficult because they've done it over and over and over and over. But we need to keep trying over and over and over and over until maybe something works. Or maybe nothing will work, but at least we have tried and we know that we have continued to try. And the other point is, and I've said this before, I've mentioned it quite a few times before, let's not lose our temper. Let's not take it personal. Let's just explain and move on. Explain and move on. We have nothing against our students. They just simply could not follow the instructions that we gave, and we will continue to try. So I hope that especially as the winter break approaches and students get a little bit anxious and just very excited, and sometimes it's hard for them to follow the rules and procedures in the classroom, I hope that we can continue to find ways for them to accomplish their goals and not just give up on them. So have an awesome rest of the week. I hope that you are getting ready for Christmas early. Well, it's not so early anymore, but don't leave it for the last minute. We don't want to get too stressed. I hope that you enjoyed your students this week, and I hope that you have a great weekend coming up. Have a good night, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.